Good evening, afternoon. I don't know what the time is. No motorbikes today. I'm just wandering through the cornfield with Mia. Feeling a bit woozy. It's a funny old world, isn't it? Take yesterday for example. Andy called in the morning for a cup of tea. He came round on his 1947 Harley Davidson. That's a special year, 1947. That's who I am. First half of the last century I was born. It's the year I was born, and it's also the year that the National Health Service in the UK was formed. So yeah, 1947. And yeah, Andy came round in the morning, had a cup of tea, and in the afternoon my son George called an ambulance to take me to hospital. I'm in an ambulance. I got suddenly taken ill. Just waiting to go in now. I was in absolute agony, pains in the groin area. You don't mind me saying. I'm talking about pain I've never experienced before. I couldn't sit down, I couldn't stand up, I couldn't lie down. I don't know what to do. I just kept wandering around like no point calling the doctor these days. Anyway, it got so bad that the ambulance was called and I got taken to the hospital, St Richard's Hospital in Chichester. Luckily I was chatting away to the ambulance man and about motorbikes. He was interested in motorbikes, and sucking on this gas and air all the time. You have to keep inhaling it, otherwise if you don't, it'll just wear off and the pain comes back. So I said, are you sure it's all right for me to keep taking this? He said, yeah, carry on, fill yourself up. So I did, and then I got into the emergency room, and they immediately gave me pain relief, which is I'll tell you the story, because the staff nurse said to me, bloke it was, he said, yeah, take this, it's a suppository. I didn't know whether I was supposed to swallow it or stick it up somewhere. I said, what do I do with that? He said, you stick it up your bum. He said, I'll give you a glove and some lubrication, and just stick it. So I'm lying on this trolley by now, writhing because the pain's come back, because they've taken my gas and air away, and trying to get me trousers off while I'm lying down in my pants off. He said, do you want me to do it? I said, yeah, all right. I couldn't care less what anyone did at that time. So I said, how far up does it have to go? And he said, that far. Anyway, it was all right. And in the ambulance, they gave me gas and air to help ease the pain, which was so bloody glad they did. And I'll tell you what, that was the bumpiest ambulance I've ever been in. Although, come to think of it, it's only the second time I've ever been in an ambulance. The first time was when I was 3 years old and had scarlet fever and got taken off with bells ringing. I was going to say blue lights, but it didn't have blue lights, I don't think, in the old days. Yeah, so anyway, I got to the hospital, and it was so busy at the hospital that I couldn't get seen. I had to wait in the ambulance for about an hour and a half. I think it's renal. Yeah, so he did that, and about 20 minutes later the pain went down, and then eventually I was waiting there for ages in the room because they put a cannula in you and they ask you all sorts of questions and take samples, and you have to wait for the samples and everything. I've been cannulated. I don't know how long I'll be here for. At least I'm not in pain just now. It's painkillers are working. Thank God. Anyway, I got it all sorted, and the pain gradually went away to nothing with this caused by this suppository thing. It was doing its job. Yeah, so I thought suppositories, you see, I said to him, look, I don't want to be having to rush off and poo. He said it's not one of those type of suppositories. So anyway, sorted that out. And anyway, it turns out they think it's kidney stones. Hopefully they might dissolve it. Nothing was done about them apart from the doctor's given me some more of these, 2 more of these suppositories. If it gets bad, he said, if it gets bad again, don't call your doctor, just come into A and E. So I'll do that. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. Because it first happened a week ago and then went off. I should have done something then, but forgot all about it, even though I did have this kind of niggly pain all the time. Anyway, that's what happened, and this little video is because I want to tell you that although people have a go at the NHS being not fit for purpose, I'll tell you what, the staff, the doctors, the nurses, the cleaners, everyone, they're bloody good people, so kind, and running around, so busy. I mean, I'm talking busy, really busy. I better not say busy too often, otherwise the dog will have a shit. That's what I say to her when I want her to do a poo. Busy, busy, busy. Yeah, so I'm so proud of those doctors and nurses and all the staff, and they're all comforting. There was old people on trolleys dying, and there were people shitting themselves and pissing, and they were having to run around cleaning up and not complaining, just being very, very kindly to everyone. They really are fantastic, these people who work in hospitals. So thank you, St Richard staff. Anyway, I'd eventually saw the doctor and spoke to the doctor about it all, and yeah, it turns out I've got a blood infection as well from my blood sample, so they've given me some antibiotics for that. Hope that'll be all right. But as for the kidney stone stuff, I'll just have to see what happens. Hopefully, he said it might dissolve, or I might pass them. Fancy passing a kidney stone through me dick. I don't fancy that, but he said you probably wouldn't even notice it anyway, so that's probably because I've got a big dick. I shouldn't have said that, sorry. I'm still a little bit woozy from all the gas and air. I only got back a few hours ago and I had a kip. yeah, so that's what's been happening. Just thought I'd update you. So hopefully I can get out on my motorbike again tomorrow if my head clears. It's just feels woozy. I was really sucking that gas and air down, and that's about it. And Mia was so pleased to see me when I got back. You were crying, weren't you, with happiness? Yes. You didn't know what happened last night. I think she must have known that I wasn't well. Did you know that I wasn't well, Mia? Yeah. Anyway, we'll just keep going a bit further. And I'll say goodbye. Thanks for looking in. I'm perfectly alright. So the event I was expecting to happen, which I was expecting my heart to be the problem, that hasn't happened yet. Hopefully it never will. See you again soon. Bye bye.